Hey guys, I'm Leila. So today we have a showcase for Wuzgars, from courtesy of Siegfried. Siegfried, thank you very, very much. So we're going to be running him in Fireknight today. So he is one of the newer epic Ogryns, and he's got this like cool looking, I don't know what this is. It's not supposed to be a shield or what, but it just looks really, really neat on his back here, right? Pretty sure, yeah, he does not have a story, sadly. But we are going to be running him in Fireknight. And before we do that, we are going to be checking out his gear and, his masteries and things like that, right? So right off the bat, you guys are going to notice his gear is not rolled up all the way. The reason for that is because Siegfried said he ran out of silver. At the time of this recording, though, we do have CVC coming up. So he's probably going to be, rolling it during CVC as well. But here we go. So you are going to see that for gear, we're going to be starting off with, we do have a protection weapon. We do have 2 pieces of Defiant. So Defiant gives us defense plus 10% and negates 15% damage taken from enemy AoE. We also have 2 pieces of the Divine Crit Rate, which does give him a bonus of plus 12% crit rate and also plus 15% HP shield. And then his boots are going to be speed, but they're going to be from the Cruel set, right? And for his accessories, just looks like the typical Ogryn ones, right? He's going to be an HP based champ. So let's check out his stats. He's at almost 65,000 HP again, which is good because he is an HP based champ, right? 1800 attack, defense is 2000, speed is 188, not crit capped, which is fine. We have 180% on the crit damage, resistance 130, and 147 on the accuracy. Now, for him, we're going to check out his skills because I know that, not everybody is necessarily familiar with this guy. And also he has Miracle Heal for his blessing, and you're going to find out why in a minute. His A1 is called Restorative Violence, is he attacks 4 times. Each hit heals the ally with the lowest HP by 2% of the champion's max HP. That's kind of cool. Like, we have other champs who do that. Like, that almost makes me think of Syl in some ways, right? Like, when Syl attacks, she randomly throws out heals and stuff too. So that's really neat. A2 is called Shaman's Gift. Heals all allies by 10% of his max HP and also does a counterattack on this champ for 2 turns. So again, heals all allies by 10% of his max HP, which is great because he's an HP-based champ. You want him to try to have as much HP as possible. A3 is called Tusked Protection, as he does a reflect and a shield on all allies. And his passive is called Ogryn Restoration, as he restores destroyed max HP whenever this champion heals themselves or an ally, and the amount of HP restored is equal to 30% of the heal. So again, could be really, really good in like the Sand Devil, for example. And yeah, for his blessing, went with Miracle Heal, which really pairs well with his kit. He has a chance of restoring a potion of any destroyed max HP whenever this champion heals themselves or an ally. Again, it just bumps that all up, right? Yeah, exactly. So guys, those of you watching on YouTube, I am recording this live on Twitch, and people commenting about how, it seems like he would be great for Sand Devil. Yeah. The amount of HP restored is equal to a percentage of the heal. There we go. Now for masteries, you are going to see that we're down the offense and the support tree. So what you don't see behind me is we have Methodical, we have Kill Streak with the T6 being Giant Slayer. So Siegfried also want to point out he tried a couple other things, right? He said he also tried out Phantom Touch, for example, but overall he found that the consistency is that Miracle Heal really worked very, very well for this team in Fireknight. Because remember, we're going to be going into hard Fireknight, which is really tricky. So with that, let's head on in. All right, here we are, guys. Hard Fireknight. This is going to be stage 2. So here's the team we got with Wuzgar. Is we have Cardinal lead for ally speed. We do have Tomb Lord, Skull Crusher, we have Coldheart, and then we have Wuzgar. Now, Coldheart tends to be a bit squishy, you guys, so keep that in mind. We will keep an eye on her. And then here are the presets. Cardinal, round 1 stays as is, round 2, and then round 3, we're going to prioritize his Angel Song first, which does, block debuffs and does the revive on death into, our Heavenly Host, which is the crit rate and crit damage. Tomb Lord, leave him alone as is. And then when we get to the boss, we're going to have him hit the 3 times. Or we want to try to take down that shield as fast as we can. Skull Crusher, when we get to the boss, we're going to do the ally protection counterattack and unkillable on him. Wuzgar, we are going to have him do his own thing until we get to restorative violence. And we want him hitting 4 times because, again, this is going to help take the shield down. And then Miss Coldheart, you know, basically using her Heart Seekers, right? Then when we get to the boss, we are going to have her start with her flurry of arrows because, again, we want to try to take down the shield as fast as we can, okay? So with that, let's run this comp. All right, guys, here we go. So I believe Siegfried said it's about a 5-minute run. Now, per chance, if Coldheart does drop, obviously, you know, the run will still work. It's just going to be a lot slower. So we'll see what we'll do. Wuzgar looks really neat, though. Like, look at all that with the design. Just all the glowing blue, huh? Just looks really, really cool. I have to say, I feel like it was the update. Hey, guys, you tell me what you think. I feel like the update where they introduced, because look at Cardial's sword too, right? Just the way that it looks, it's so cool. The update when they introduced like Cardial and Astralon, Countess Lix, and Cecilia, I feel like that's really when all this animation started to change. And they really started to add in these super cool effects like this. I don't know what you guys think, but that's kind of what I remember. Okay. And if you guys, you know, if you run Fireknight, are you guys running Fireknight hard? Are you sticking to original Fireknight stages 1 through 25? You know, I'd love to know where you guys are at. I believe this one, hard Fireknight, is actually the hardest of the 4 hard dungeons, right? All right, wave 2. So it took us almost a minute and a half to get through the first wave. Ooh, they got themselves a Skrank. Skrank, Bulwarks, Ragemonger. Just a bunch of angry champs here. Okay. Nice, we got the Revive on Death. Hi, Bowie, you stick to the original Fireknight. And then Degree says he farms hard 10. And also, it feels like, you guys, there's so much content in the game now. I would love to know, how do you guys feel about the amount of content in the game right now? Like, is it too much for you to keep up with? Is it overwhelming? Do you think it's perfect where you are in the game? You know, I guess I would love to know, you know, what you think about it, because there's a lot of content in this game. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't get to everything every day. I just don't. I try to do my clan boss every day, and then kind of depends on everything else. You think there's too much going on? Yeah, drop me some comments on what you think, you know, and maybe what area of the game are you focusing on? If you are able to pick something, what are you working on? Yeah, you kind of have to pick the area, right? I agree. Oh, King says he just got to normal 20 Fireknight the other day. Congratulations. Congrats. All right, there we go. We got the shield down. Got the shield down. He does take a swing. I see people in chit chat saying that they focus on clan boss, they do Iron Twins, faction wars. Yeah, faction wars is kind of a given, especially if you guys are trying to still focus on getting Lydia. Like if you don't have Lydia, right? Which does also remind me, you guys, it did say Sylvan Watchers faction war is opening up in July. So that's not very far from now. Yeah, we did just have a free re-gear cost event as well too, which definitely did help with the progress. Yeah, that was really good. Very, very helpful for a lot of people. Okay. You guys usually ignore regular things like tournaments. You're working on faction wars and you're stuck again in faction wars. Faction wars could be tricky too. And I think a lot of times it kind of depends on, you know, which faction you're talking about. I will say for me, what I did for faction wars, feel free to drop some comments too, is I had some good gear sets. Like I had a really good regen set. I had a really good destroy set, you know, cruel set, savage, things like that. Like I tried to make a really, really good set. And a lot of times I kind of had to rotate them around the champs when I was working on faction wars, right? And the last factions, I'm trying to think, the last 3 factions for me to clear were, I feel like it was Night Rev, definitely Night Rev. The last one was Skinwalkers, and then I think Orc, now that I recall. All right. Almost clear. So this looks like it's going to be another maybe like 5.5 minute run, but we cleared it. So guys, you know, let me know, do you have Wuzgar? Have you tried him in any content yet? There we go. Oh, hey, it's a new best time. Congrats. So we did 5 minutes, 8 seconds. Well done. New best time. So Cold Heart doing 2.2 mil. And then, yeah, look at our Tomb Lord at 1.3. Wuzgar with the 594. And then, you know, nice here on the heels, 278. Cardial, of course, out healed too. Cardial's at like a mil. But per usual, let's go take Wuzgar into campaign. I mean, granted, he's, you know, he's an HP champ. However, my chat doesn't mind. Here we go. Yeah, we know he doesn't have an aura skill. Let's go. We do love campaign farmers. How long of a campaign farmer it would be if he was farming on his own. You know what I mean? This is going to be slow. Yeah, clearly we know it's going to be slow because, yeah, he's basically just going to keep protecting and, you know, healing and protecting. And if everyone else drops, then, you know, he's just gonna, oh, look at that. There we go. About 30 seconds through wave 1. About 30 seconds. Oh my goodness. Hi, B. Hi, Mullet. Hi, guys. Good morning. Well, Siegfried would be slightly faster with a non-God Seeker. Maybe. Gotta love it, right? Ah. So guys, you know, drop me some comments down below on, you know, Wuzgar, have you pulled him? Are you using him in any content? Siegfried, thank you very, very much for the showcase. There we go. It took about a minute to get through this. It's just my chats, you know, they love campaign farmers. What can I say? I am a queen of the people. Give the people what they want, huh? Give the people what they want. I do love Muppets Most Wanted. Probably one of my favorite Muppets movies, right? So if anyone's ever seen that, it's Kermit and Constantine, and, you know, Constantine, give the people what they want, huh? Siegfried, thank you so much for the showcase. And guys, drop me some comments down below. Thanks for watching.